Lame duck session in Lansing is living up to its name, with the legislature still pondering what to do, if anything, to increase spending on roads. And 24-hour News 8 political reporter Rick Albin has been looking through your questions about our roads, and he's here now with some answers. Rick?
Susan, since the whole discussion about more money for roads began, all of you have had a lot of questions about how the Michigan Department of Transportation works. So today I went to the source, MDOT Director Kirk Steidl. Here's an email I see pretty often. If we need more money for the roads, why not install toll roads like some of our neighboring states?
Well, Michigan actually had a toll authority about 50, 60 years ago, like probably 38 states did across the country. And then the Federal Highway Administration came out and said, well, we're going to provide gas tax for you. And if you accept the gas tax, then you have to agree to keep these free and open. Now, Ohio and Indiana's toll road in Illinois, Pennsylvania, that was already in place. So those are wholly owned assets of those individual states. So they just happen to have an interstate shield on them, but there's no federal money that ever went into that. So in our particular case, we can't just flip I-96 to being a toll road.
It would also require some money being paid back to the Fed and approval from Washington and Lansing. In other words, no quick fix. And since Michigan is not a pass-through state like Ohio or Indiana and others, it would still be paid for largely by residents of the state. Another frequently asked question is, how much money does MDOT have now? That answers about $3.7 billion a year. And where does it go? The formula for all transportation money shows 39.1% remains with MDOT for state roads. The same amount goes to county roads, and 21.8% goes to cities and villages. The increase of $1.2 billion represents an increase of about a third, 33%. Money the governor says is needed each year over a decade to get our roads back in shape. But tonight, there is no word of a compromise package to get there. Just two competing packages, one from each chamber, and perhaps as few as 6 days left in the session. Brian?
Thank you, Rick.